Do you want to discover more joy, peace, and freedom with food, exercise, and your body? Here we bring a compassionate, holistic, and sustainable approach to fitness so you can fully enjoy the life you want and express your unique self with the world. I'm Michelle Roscoe, and I want to help you find fitness freedom. I'm so glad you're here. All right, welcome to the Fitness Freedom Podcast. I'm excited to be back after taking a month off. It felt like a long time, and I'm happy that I missed doing podcasting. I missed this way of communicating, and I got some feedback from some people that they do listen to the podcast, and it's nice to know that it's making a difference. If you do enjoy it, I so appreciate you sharing it with other people, just sharing it with your friends. Maybe a certain episode stands out to you. It means so much to share it with others so that they can get some good information from it too. And if you would be so kind as to leave a positive review, I appreciate that as well. Thank you so much for your taking the time to listen to this. I do appreciate it. As I've shared before, this is not a fancy, huge production. This is me basically hitting the record button and speaking what feels alive in me and what I want to share with the world, intertwining my own stories and experiences in it, so that ultimately you can feel more freedom and joy and peace with your body, with exercise, with food. And I think that I have a unique perspective. No, I do have a unique perspective, and I have lots of qualifications as well. So I'm not just talking out of my asshole. I do know what I'm talking about, and I appreciate you listening. So today what I would like to talk about is moving from the inside out versus the outside in. And what I mean by that is, moving from an energy inside your body rather than being told what to do and just trying to get an exercise done or a rep done, but really feeling into your body and how that's important. And I'm going to share different ways that this is valuable. I got this idea because I am watching a masterclass on yoga. I got one of the best gifts. The only thing I wish is I had more time. I know that's a cop-out. I should make it more of a priority. But I got a masterclass gift for Christmas, and it's a great gift. I'm learning a lot from different teachers. And one of the courses that I'm looking at is yoga. And let me see, who is the person who teaches it? Donna Fari is the masterclass teacher. She's teaching about yoga, and she talks about this concept of inside out. And I will be honest, so there's 3 different types of exercise, okay? We can put exercise or movement into 3 different categories, and each of them are important. We can think about it like a stool, like 3, what is it called? Legs of a stool. If you have only 3, and if you break down 1, it's going to fall down. So these are super important, and balance is crucial for all of these. But we can categorize movement into strengths or resistance training, when usually we use weights that you can think of, like, or gravity or bands. You can think of like squats or body weight moves, barbells, lifting at the gym. And then there's also cardiovascular exercise, which is meant to improve your heart and your lungs and blood flow. It's good for you. It's a mood booster. You can think of any continuous movement that raises your heart rate, like running or swimming, etc. And of course, you can mix strength and cardio as well. But that's besides the point. The 3rd one is mobility. We could think of flexibility. Yoga would fall into this in some ways. It could be also resistance, depending on the type of yoga. And I did listen to this book, The Wellness Trap by Christy Harrison, and she gave the history of how yoga came from the East into the West and how it's been diluted into just another fat loss or weight loss tool. There's, raise your heart rate, burn calories, and that's the focus of it. And that's a sad representation of yoga from the original, or from what it used to be. But if we are thinking about yoga as how it started. It is a meditation in ways. It's taking a stillness meditation like breathing or sitting or lying meditation and carrying it into movement, which I think is beautiful. And back to my point is I used to kind of like yoga. A lot of the times people who did yoga that I knew of at least seemed to only do yoga and not focus on the other components. I was like, you got to do the other stuff. And I kind of sneered at it. But the more I do mindfulness with movement and the more I learn about yoga and the importance, and the older I get as well, the more I value, I don't want to just say yoga in general, but the whole concept of moving through your body and slowing down and focusing a little bit more on the mind-muscle connection, which is what we are talking about, moving from the inside out. So the whole premise of moving from the inside out, if you want to, is you have to start with your body as a safe place to be. And I know that's scary for some people, and I don't want to take that lightly. When we go into diet culture or eating disorders, there's a heavy emphasis. There's this idea that your body is something to control. It's something you judge, something that is good or bad, and it is your job to kind of will it into submission, whether that's, working out or making yourself eat healthy or, making the number on the scale go lower. So instead of our body and us being allies and being on the same side of our body, there's this really common idea. And I challenge you to kind of just be aware of it when you're looking at social media or the way that people talk about their bodies or even your own relationship to your body. See if you can notice that. You can just kind of put it through the lens or the question of, is this a way to frame our body as an ally or a way to frame our body as an external thing to control? And you just might be interested. Just think about that when you see some posts on social media or you see ads about fitness or health, or you hear someone, a friend, family member talk about their body. And when we do come into more healing and connection with our body, what we're doing is we are becoming better friends with our body. We are looking into our body as a part of who we are. We're more than our body, of course, but it is a part of us. It's our way of experiencing the world. It can be a resource for us in our lives on this earth to look at it from a very big perspective. Like, we don't know what happens before or after our life here on earth, but during our life here on earth, our body is the way that we experience the world and we communicate with the world. So, I mean, it's a pretty awesome thing. The human body is incredible in and of itself. But when we move from the inside out, we have to start with this idea of making our body our home. And that's the first phrase that I give in the 4-H method is your body, your home, and then your health, your hero journey. So I want to encourage you to think of your body first rather than it being like fitness first, your health first. Think of your body first and kind of reframing that. You first and your body, and then health and fitness second. So starting from that premise that your body is your home, it is your place you're always with your body's always with you. That's why when we say I have a difficult relationship with my body, what we're often saying is I have a difficult relationship with myself. Or if I have issues with food, it's saying that this is a issue that's being played out that's internal, because as we know, it's never just about the food or the exercise even. So we can kind of categorize, moving from the inside out versus the outside in, and what that might look like, and how you can even tap into your body a little bit more and practice moving from the inside out, which is ultimately going to connect you with your body more. It's going to improve your health, both physically, mentally, emotionally. You'll find a deeper sense of satisfaction when you do exercise and move. maybe I should have started with this in the beginning. I'm selling you on why it's good to move from the inside out, but oh well. Yeah. So you can think about moving from the outside in, and I do fitness. I coach people, and I see lots of different people working out. I help people work out, both in my programs, online and in person in different groups. And yeah, there's a difference between being told what to do and moving from desire and from trust in your body. Oh, desire and trust. Yeah, and knowledge. So think about doing a workout, and you you look at the workout. Maybe you're at home doing an at-home workout, and you're just like, okay, this is what I got to do. I got to do 20 reps of these squats. I got to do 10 reps of these push-ups, and then I got to do 5 of these jumps. And then you just like, okay, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it done, because when I get it done, then I'll feel good about myself. I'll burn some calories. I'm doing something good for my health, so I won't die early. Like all those thoughts, whatever those, little messages in your brain are telling you. And you could execute the workout, be done with it, feel good about yourself, move on with your day without having really connected with your body, or without having moved from desire or trust. So you could do the same thing. So let's say that you do the same thing, but you're moving from trust and desire. So what that might look like is you're looking at the reps and you're checking in. How do these feel? So 20 reps of the squat jumps. Is that what I can handle today? Is that what's good for my body today? So, and then 10 of these push-ups. I know that actually I have some pain in my neck, and these might actually make them worse, but I know that there's something else I can do for my body that would be even better. So I'm going to slow down, and I'm going to do I know that this is working my chest muscles, so I'm going to do something else that works my chest muscles, because the way that this is presented doesn't really work with my body right now. And I trust that this is a good decision for me. And then when you're done with the workout, those reps, you've completed the reps, maybe made some tweaks that work for you. Maybe you did 18 squats, or maybe you did 22 squats instead of 20, because that's what felt good. And then you still have that sense of satisfaction, but you notice in your body, wow, I feel more energy in my body. I feel a little more connected with my body. I worked with my body to complete this exercise, and I feel really good mentally and physically. I checked in with myself throughout, and I made decisions that were best for me. So instead of it just being like a wham bam, thank you ma'am, I'm done, it would be wow, I really connected with myself, and I feel even more connected. And things that felt more stressful at the beginning of this session don't feel as stressful to me now. I feel more calm and grounded. So that's one way that it can look different, moving from the inside out versus the outside in. The other thing, and I kind of touched on this, is shame-based movement versus intrinsic desire-based movement. And I touched on this before, but when you are exercising because, and this is so vast, so I can't, well, yes, I can go into it. I'll go into it a little bit. So when you're exercising, maybe you're going to the gym, you're doing strength training or cardio or mobility or whatever. You go to the gym and you work out, and you're doing it because you feel like there are several ways that this can play out. One could be you feel like if you don't do it, that you'll feel guilty, and you don't want to feel guilty, so you go to the gym and you put some effort and work into shaping your body and making it closer to society standards of what you feel like you should look like. And not to mention, you did last night have a big dessert, and so a part of you kind of wants to work that off and feel better about that choice, maybe kind of check some balances in your brain. Maybe you feel like if you don't exercise, and this is maybe more extreme, but if you don't exercise, that something bad will happen, or you're going to lose all of your progress just by missing 1 or 2 workouts or missing a week of workouts. And you feel like if you don't have your workout, something is missing and something is off, and you can't actually feel in a better mood. So you're pushing yourself to go to the gym to do this workout so you can avoid guilt and shame, and you can move towards maybe an expectation, whether it's spoken or unspoken, or an idea of what your body should look like. That can be moving from the outside in. And inside out might sound like, might look like, and this intrinsic desire-based movement might be like, I'm feeling like I have a lot on my mind and life is pretty busy, and I really want to take some time just for me. And I know that I'm worth this time and I have a lot to do, but I'm going to make this a priority. And I have mixed feelings about going, maybe. Like, a part of me wants to go, a part of me feels a little tired, but I know I'm going to feel good, and I'm going to give myself full permission to stop if I want to stop. And I'm going to trust my body and what it's able to give me today. And I have an idea of what I want to work on and what I want to do and accomplish in the gym. I want to get a good balance of strength and maybe a little bit of cardio if that feels good. But I'm not going to push myself beyond what I can do today, because I am stressed and I want to do this for me. So you go to the gym and you trust yourself. You check in with yourself throughout the workout. How are you feeling? How's your body feeling? Do you think you could do another set? Yeah, I think you would feel good. Or no, this is not right. I want to switch into something else after this. And you spend time focusing on your breath, focusing on how the movements feel in your body, and you feel good spending energy from your body, whether that's in cardio or strength. You feel proud of yourself looking in the mirror like, I'm not doing this to please someone else or to fit some standard. I'm doing this for me, and I am so proud of myself. And I know that what I'm doing here is going to help me outside of my life. And I feel so good about myself. This is wonderful. This is a really positive experience for me. And maybe you even had a dessert last night, but you're not even really thinking about it because you know that your body needs food. And it's okay to have dessert sometimes, and you're not doing it to burn anything off or to earn some food in the future. You're just doing it because it's good for your body. Do you notice a difference there, moving from the outside in versus the inside out? Another way that this can play out is slowing down. And I know some workouts, I'm all about high intensity exercises. I think they're so effective if you have a good foundation in your body in terms of, muscular balance and flexibility and a strength focus, which is why power and programming comes typically later after building endurance, balance, strength. Then you focus on power. And in my workouts, in the 4-H method, that's what we do. We follow that protocol because you want to be able to go explosively from a place of a good foundation. Anyways, so I'm not saying that you never go fast, because high intensity, speed, those are amazing ways to work your body. They feel good. They improve your health in so many ways. They improve your fitness in so many ways. But when we are moving from the inside out, it is worth taking time sometimes to slow down and to feel your alignment. So this is common, and I will say that the longer you're in the fitness game, the more you realize how important form is. And I'm sure any other people who are coaches out there, fitness trainers out there can attest to this. In the beginning, you're like, I want to get this done, and I'm going to get this done as fast as possible, and I'm focused on my heart rate, going higher and burning X calories or whatever your motivation is. But as you exercise more, and I've been working out regularly for decades now, almost 2 decades, I guess I could say, on my own. So yeah, I have some experience working out. The older I get, the more I learn about fitness in our bodies, the more I realize how important it is to have alignment, proper alignment, to slow down, to focus on, hey, what muscles exactly is this meant to work? And am I working these muscles? And to take the time to be slow with your reps. And sometimes the exercises like yoga or even Turkish get-ups, which I love, or even just doing slow tempo with standard exercises like the squat or push-up or pulls, rows, whatever, deadlifts, slowing down, really focusing on your body and connecting with it through the range of motion is so valuable. So that's one way that we can move from the inside out, is as you are going through exercises, slow down. Ask yourself, what is this exercise meant to work? What muscle group is it meant to focus on? And it's an easy Google search if you want to see what it's meant to work. And then you can bring your attention to that muscle. There was a study that I found where people who focused on, there was an 8-week study, and people who focused on the muscles being activated as they were moving through the exercises versus people who were focused on just getting the reps done. The people who focused on that mind-muscle connection grew a significant more amount of muscle and strength. So their muscles grew and they grew in their strength abilities. I think one of them, I don't remember the details, but it was like a 16% versus a 2% difference. So really big, significant difference from just focusing on what they were actually working on. And if you are beginning your fitness journey, or you're kind of new in the gym, or I mean, this is for you if you're a veteran as well. But if you are getting started, that's what I would say, is really slow down, focus on what you're meant to be doing. That doesn't mean all of your reps have to be slow. Please don't make all of your reps slow. There's quality in speeding things up, but take the time to slow down, move from the inside out, not just trying to complete a rep. Okay, so inside out. Moving from the inside out. The bottom line with all of this is, I would say, being friends with your body, connecting with your body. And again, I know that that's scary for a lot of people when you're used to seeing your body as something to judge, something that's wrong, something to criticize. And it's a chicken egg thing, because on one level, when you do accept your body and work on the mental aspect and the emotional aspect of it, when you do move and move into the physical realm of exercise, you'll notice a difference. And if you can tap into your body and slow down and move from the inside out when you are performing exercises, or are moving, or are even just going into a walk, that can transfer over to the mental aspect of an emotional aspect of accepting yourself. Yeah, and by the way, I did give lots of examples with squats and gyms and home workouts, but this applies to everything. Slow down in your next time you're walking. There's something really powerful about a walking meditation where you really come into your senses and slow down one step at a time. Yeah, that goes into the slowing down before speeding up. If you would like to, you know what, you deserve, I'm not going to say it that way. You deserve for your body to be your home. You deserve to feel good in your body, and you deserve to feel good about your body, and you deserve to feel good with your body as an ally, as a friend, not something to fight against or control. And from that place, you can create a healthy lifestyle, create practices and habits, and learn education around your body and fitness and food and exercise and all that, so that you live the life that you want to live. And fitness and health is a tool, a way for you to live the life that you want to live. So you can express your full, beautiful, glorious self with the world and share your gifts with the world. We want to see them. We need them. But if if you're, spending so much time fighting with your body, spending so much mental and emotional energy worrying about if you ate too much or if you're not doing enough, that takes up a lot of space, and you deserve to be free from that. You deserve to have joy with food, joy with movement, joy with your body. And that's why I do what I do here. And that's why I created the 4-H method. And it's a place to make your body your home and your health your hero journey. We go through starting with your body as your home, feeling safe in yourself. And we move on to movement practices and eating practices. And then there are so much more beyond that. And we take you as a whole person into account. It's not a one size fits all because everyone has a different history and background. But if you would like to do that, don't hesitate. I think hesitation is one of the things that kills us from growing, is the overthinking things, saying I understand sometimes you need time to think on things and you don't want to make a rash decision, but there's an element of importance in speediness of taking action, speediness in making decisions. And I encourage you to say, hey, if this would be good for me, where's the loss? Where's the negative? And decide to take action and start this Monday, as soon as this Monday. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you for listening to this. If you have any questions, reach out, Instagram, email. Always happy to hear from you. Peace out. Hey, you reached the end of this episode. Thank you so much for your time and energy listening to this. I appreciate it so much. If you would be so kind and generous as to leave a positive review for this podcast, it would mean so much to the growth of this so that more people can benefit from it. And even more, it would mean even more if you shared this personally with someone who you think would be able to benefit from this, who would appreciate and enjoy it. Please do that. Always feel free to reach out to me with questions or comments, michelle@mlroscoe.com, or you can find me on Instagram at Michelle Lynn Roscoe. Always happy to hear from you. And if you're ready to commit, to take action, to making your healthiest life from a place of already enough, join the 4-H method. Make your body your home, your health your hero journey. The link is in the show notes. Like you, love you, Coach Michelle.